Don't forget to subscribe to Panda Outdoors.
Okay folks, so this is another Volkswagen camper van update. A few people have been asking how it's getting on. What happened was, as you all know, I've tapped on in another video. I've just not been in a good headspace, so I've not really wanted to film anything. I have done a bit of work to the camper, but it all got ripped out and started again. So I was going to put a pop top on the camper, got it all ready, and then and hard, painted it all. If I've got a few clips of me painting it, I'll put it in. And then I decided I didn't want a pop top. I wanted to stick with my original idea, roof rack, spotlights on it. And I don't think I'll get the use out of a pop top. If we enjoy going out in a camper van and the kids and the missus want to come, then I'll get a bigger one. But until then, it's ideal for just me and one of the kids to go fishing in, or just me to go fishing in. So the pop top got scrapped, back onto the roof rack. So what I'll do is I'll flip the camera around, we'll go over to the van, show you what's been done, and show you where we're at. Hopefully should have it on the road within the end of about 2 or 3 weeks. So middle of March should be all back on the road, ready to go, and the conversion all done. So 3 weeks, everything's there ready to go in. Just needs the flooring to go down. We did have the flooring that got damaged, that to be ripped back up and put back down. It was ply line carpeted, but T4 Breakers Northwest, he got a new van in and he said I could have the lining out of it. It was a nicer colour, and I wanted a two-tone effect, and it had a headliner in with lights and stuff, so it matched that. So I ended up taking mine out and putting that in because I did need a headliner anyway. The roof rack brackets are on. I'm just going to spray the roof rack before I put it on. So yeah, so I'll take you over and you can have a little look. Okay, so as you can see, the wiring's all getting running now, all clipped up so it's nice and neat. So it'll all sit inside the cupboard, but I didn't want just a ball of wires. The Lecky hookup is already done. That's for a 240 socket. That's going to be sitting in the cupboard at the end, just tucked away behind the seat, if and when we ever need it. And as you can see, got a nice new headliner with a Volkswagen badge that lights up, and 4 little spotlights. Also, we've got a few storage pockets on the side, and there's the light switch and like a 12 volt outlet just on there. All we've got to do is sound deaden and insulate this wheel arch and that wheel arch, because it got ripped off when the ply liner was going down. But yeah, so that's how we're getting on. Also, I've fitted, I didn't know where for it to go, so I've put it on here. It's a bit further over this side, so it's not completely hid off by the cupboard if you have to lean over the bed and get it. But I've just put the camp cover up there, so it's got 5 pockets. So I'm thinking just like socks, boxies, some toiletries, and little bits, the odd t-shirts and stuff like that. Socks and boxes in one, and like toiletries and stuff like that in the others, because if I'm getting ready it'll be underneath here anyway. And that's there, so that's just a nice little addition to add to it. If you can see, the roof rack brackets are on, and also if you can just see up there, that is the solar panel wires as well up there. So the brackets are all on. So what I've done with them was I've actually welded them to the inside of the van, so if you're ever taking the roof rack brackets off for whatever reason, you don't need to take the roof lining down. So what I've done was I used silicone, black silicone all around a nut and bolt, and then welded them up as well, so we do not have any more leaks in the van. And we filled in the holes that were already there off the old roof rack. So yeah, so that is what you've seen so far. It has got a different door on it as well, but it's all getting painted. The reason for that is we now have a sliding window. Again, thanks to Northwest T4 Breakers. We are getting, I'm just waiting for it, another window for that side, which will be a sliding window as well. So if you're cooking in there, it'll be spot on. But yeah, so it's coming along nicely, to be honest. It is coming along nicely, to be honest. And we also have a little storage pocket just on there for when you're in the van, just to put your phone or the keys for the van in or anything like that. You can just go in there. So yeah, as I say, it is coming along. We are getting there slowly. I've got a clutch cylinder, slave cylinder or whatever it is, and the clutch pedal to put on. I need to put a new fan belt on. And then yeah, pretty much that's it. Get it re-MOT'd. All welding's been done. Roof rack will be getting sprayed. We have done all the electrics on the cupboards. I think I have got video of that. I'll put that in now. If not, I'll go make a video of it. But if not, if I've still got it, it'll be going in. So they're all wired in now, and I'm neating the wires up along. You won't be able to see that from the outside of the cupboard. I've just put this little light in because I had it for the Land Rover Disco 1 that I never used. So just put that in this cupboard, so when you open that door, you can just turn it on by that little switch there. Yeah, and then the wires all need neatening up properly anyway. This isn't coming into effect yet till we get the solar panels, but we do have a light wired up on the outside. A light wired up on the outside, and then this is a little trip switch, so if it trips, flicks that, and then you just reset it. So this is coming from the main, gonna come from the main battery. I'm just testing it all up now with a battery booster. So this is all, this is gonna stay there, and then the feed from a leisure battery is gonna come into here. And then the feed for the solar panels are gonna come in to there, and then down to the leisure battery. So yeah, so not too bad, to be honest. So they're on. These all work, so just switch the switch, and then that light under there comes on as well. So yeah, so not too bad. And then we've got these on as well. So as you can see, they're all lit up, and that's just a 12-volt one. They were already in the cupboards when I bought them, so I just rewired them instead of having holes in it. Yeah, and my makeshift door stops that I was making have worked as well. So yeah, and as I say, I put that shelf in myself out of a bit of off-cut plywood that I had knocking about the place. So not too bad at all. They are ready to go in, and then just over here, if you can see, the water pumps, all the wiring's run for that, ready to be connected to the switch panel. There is another light under there that'll be getting connected in as well. And we have we've got 2 USBs on that side as well, if you can just see there. So it's coming along. They're just over there waiting to go in. So I've sorted out all the latches on the doors, rewired, all the wiring's in there, the fuse board's in there, the solar control module's in there, ready to just, when I put the cupboards in place, I can just connect all the wires as I go. So yeah, so there's a little update on the van, not a major, but yeah, so I'll bring you back. We're getting the floor in on Friday, so I'll bring you back when we're fitting the floor. So see you in a little bit. To you it'll be a couple of seconds, but to me it's a couple of days. See you soon. If anyone wants any carpets fitting, Nathan Smith on Instagram. So as you seen just then, the floor has gone in, which is looking nice. So the cupboards are now just going in. So I'm just sorting the wiring out now. As you can see, just sorting the wiring out. I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. I'll probably try and box that switch panel in and keep the wires in there as well. But yeah, it's getting there now, and I put this little additional shelf in. This cupboard didn't have a shelf, so I cut this shelf myself and plied it all out. But yeah, the cupboard's going to go in there. So yeah, so it is taking shape, as you can see. The headliner's in with the lights, and we've got the additional storage pockets there. I've also fitted this, which is quite cool, just to keep any spare clothes, toilet rolls, stuff like that in there, so which I think is quite a nice little addition. But yeah, it's looking good now. I've actually damaged this lock, so I've got to order a new one of these, but hey ho, it is what it is. But yeah, it's getting there now. So as you can see, this is a knee pad job. Ignore me pants being scared of me socks, it's just that the knee pads are on, so to pull them up. But yeah, let's spin the camera and show you what we've been up to. So it has been a productive day. The units are now in. I have busted the lock on there with the carbon, so I've got to replace that. But hey ho. So the units are all in. This one works though. Locked. Unlocked. So I don't know how good you can see that on camera, but it looks a bit like spaghetti junction. But I'm going to tidy it all up and make a little like a false wall there, just so it nothing gets banged into it when I'm putting things in it. So that'll all be neatened off. So that's all done. Then taking you around the side. The other cupboard's in. So that's all in. This long wire here is for the 240 hookup. I've actually put a socket in just behind the driver's seat out the way, so it's tucked out the way because you very rarely use it. But I thought if I am on a campsite or whatever and I need to, I could run a wire in the side door to a battery charger or anything like that. But yeah, it's looking good. Smev's all in. Smev is in. Sink's in. There's the waste pipe and that on the Lecky pump. So yeah, so not too bad. It is getting there. As you can see, my Gucci little VW badge in the roof. But yeah, we are getting there. So just gonna wire this up in a sec. I'll bring you along for that. But yeah, I don't know how good this video is because I'm gonna patch bits of videos I've had, but where I was gonna put the pop top on and stuff like that. But hopefully. So I'm hoping by the middle of March the old girl will be on the road and ready to go. So this is where the socket's going. These were already in, so I just left them in. I've got to get a nice trim to go along here, but so they were already in the cupboard. I've just rewired them all up. And this socket, you know, I'm meant to use like a blue coated wire flex when you're working on motorhomes, but I'm doing it myself and saving money. Somebody had a roller white flex, so I'm just using that. But you do want to use flex when you're doing this, not household cable. With the flex, it's like, if you look inside it, it's lots of fibres, thin fibres, so they can bend and flex and mould. So especially in a van, you don't want like a hard copper cable, or even on a 4x4, because if you do, when you're going off road or you're driving, it can cause the cable to snap. So that's why you use like a flexible cable. Okay, so I'm just going to wire this socket up now, but this is going to be behind the seat. This is to the 240 hookup. So yeah, see how we get on. I am going to fit an inverter eventually in the van, but for now I haven't got one. So when I get an inverter I will fit it, and I'll probably run another socket off the inverter towards the back of the vehicle, so probably out the back by it, but for now this is going to be run off the 240. So I'm going to end that video there. You've just seen, just need to go and get up 2 screws to wire that back box in, but as you can see it's coming along nice. So I'm going to end that there. This is episode 3, and on episode 4 I'm going to be putting the cab back together, new headlining. I'm going to paint all the floor and fit the diesel heater as well. So I'm going to end it there. Sorry for the lack of content lately or whatever, but it is getting there. So hopefully by the end of March, middle of March, this should be all on the road. This is I'm recording this on the 2nd of March, so hopefully about 2-3 weeks left at work, and I am going to start on the reef rack as well. So I'm going to leave it there. Peace out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Stay tuned for the next, oh, the sun's a bit bad there. Stay tuned for the next T4 build, and hopefully there's a few more fishing ones, and I'll even try and get out, do a little bit of a walk, maybe a little cook up or something like that. So stay tuned for that, and I might bring you along on a little family adventure as well for that one. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.